Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another FEH Freebies. This time we are kicking off October with the rerun for Performing Arts. I already have everyone here but Olivia, so we will prioritize colorless. Green will be our backup because I wouldn't mind merges for Dancing Azura, but then blue still wouldn't be bad, but we got one colorless. I think it'd just be cool to have all of these, so that's kind of why I want Olivia. And I mean, she still wouldn't be bad just off of Dancer utility, even though I don't really need her necessarily. Instead, we start with Chad. Not the worst colorless pick we could get, but definitely not the best either. Just kind of a decent pull. For Weekly Revival 36, we have the Adrift, Corins, and Camilla. I don't have Camilla, so it'd be nice to get her, but I also kind of just want Corrin merges. Male Corrin merges. That'd be nice to have. Big Sis doesn't have anything particularly exciting, but she is our beloved Big Sis, so I still wouldn't mind her. I'm leaning more towards Corrin, though. Yeah, I think I'd rather have him. Especially, I'd like to eventually plus 10 one of the Dragon Corins just to have. This is not him, unfortunately. But I did that theme team for Otor's Mythic Battle using the Norse siblings and Garen. And it reminded me how nice it would be to have a blue Corrin. Instead, we just got this Pegasus, which will not help me in my dream of a plus 10 blue Corrin. Oh well. We've got Heroes with Experience Skills, which is the less cool sibling of Heroes with Valor Skills. Among these, I think I'd rather go for a Silk. Since Lex is common and I've got Erica, I think it doesn't really matter too much, but we got a Rebecca, and that's just some feathers, honestly. Blech. For this Tempest trial, we have the return of the Professor, and I'm sad about it. Because his new version is going to devour all my orbs. This is a terrible trick for him to pull on me, but we also have Robin here, and I suppose I could try for the plus speed Robin, but I don't think that that's such a great idea. Between the two, the blue is tempting, but let's be real, having an extra DC fodder is probably a little more valuable. We'll try it and we'll hope for something. Instead, we just got a Paula. Boring. But at least I don't have to fodder a Professor. Hey guys, I think they want us to summon Red. So we got the new power banner, which is just massive salt in the wound. I did that thing where I reacted to Soleil's refine my first reaction. And I was disappointed, and the more I've looked at this thing, the more disappointed I've gotten. It makes me very sad. It feels like it's just so close to being a really solid refine, but it's missing that one extra something. It feels like they could add any of 4 or 5 different effects on there, and it would be good without being game breaking or anything. It just feels like it's missing just one little extra thing to become really good. But as it stands, I'm just not really sure what to do with her refine, honestly. And then we've got these other guys with refines that I didn't even really bother to look at the time, and I barely remember them now. But it doesn't really matter. I don't have to try and pick between them because they're all on red. It's all red, all the way down. Never mind, it's no red. There's no red. Red was a myth. I made it up. I lied to you. There's no such thing as red. Blue is the only thing that matters in life. Blue is the color of eternity. Actually, that's a lie. Purple's the color of eternity. Come on, pay attention. Ah, blue's the color of making me sad again. Double disappointment, yay. For this weekly revival, I've only got Jafar. I think I want Ephraim. I know he's got like some options on his refines, though I doubt I'd use him honestly, but he's blue, so we'll go for him. I guess Corell's our backup because I don't have him yet, but I was looking forward to trying to free pull a blue. Boy, that's exciting. Oh. For this round of double special heroes, we have a lot of really good picks. Really, all of them aren't too bad. Also, I just realized this is like kind of a wonky lineup. We've got New Year's all the way to Brides. That's quite a lot of banners that it's covering here. We got New Year's, we got Valentine's, Young Sacred Stones, Easter, and then Brides. Wow, I didn't even notice that, but there's not really anything too bad here, though I guess Caden and Minerva being 4 stars make blue and red a little less enticing, but they still have really solid stuff. We got Young Tana here with SD Near Trace, which I would love to put on like Sedith. We got Henriette, who would be good to save for fodder. I did use my Henriette that I got on my Brave Hector, so getting another copy of her wouldn't be bad. We have Green with Gustav, who I would love to save for a future melee armor unit project, though I don't know who that would be at the moment. And also Duo Catria, who I could either save as a AR defense duo or fodder for any of these solid skills here. Sedith might want AD Near Trace, maybe Chris, but I feel like I don't need them on them necessarily. And then Colorless has Halloween Myrrh, who just seems really solid, really bulky. And Lara Shell, who I would love to get SR Far Trace for Morgan, or save for another healer if I want to build them. When are we getting a Grail Forest? That would make me very happy. So I think I'm leaning towards green with Colorless as the backup, blue, and then red, I think. But really, any of these wouldn't be bad. I almost want to pull the full circle, but I do need to save. I spent way too many orbs lately, so we'll just pull this one green, even though it's very tempting to go for the full wheel. Try and just recover some orbs. Oh, and we got the free Duo Catria. That's very nice. Let's take a look. Plus HP minus res, probably not super enticing, but you know, free. Definitely not gonna complain. I don't remember what all is going on with this axe. Oh yeah, she has a triangle attack for her and allies. I forgot that it also gave it to allies. Huh. I thought, does that triangle attack not need for the allies to be flying? Since triangle attack is normally a flying thing, I kind of just assumed that it was flying exclusive, but can definitely make use of her. I might just slap her on to AR defense, but yeah, because like these skills are nice, but I don't have anyone who desperately needs them necessarily. Like AD Near Trace would be good on Sedith or Chris, but I feel like I'd rather get like Flow Refresh on them. Attack speed push is nice, but I've got other sources of that. Speed Def Rain, very solid for like Sedith or Camilla, but again, like I feel like I don't necessarily need it. And so yeah, I might just save her. That's very great regardless, though. Does make me kind of tempted to pull the other ones, but we'll call it quits here while we've got them, and just be happy with that. That's very lucky, very nice. Alright, we got double blue here, which is pretty nice. Jill isn't a terrible backup either, but we got the blue. I'm actually kind of tempted to pull that second one, just to have an excuse to pull blue, but I don't need it, so we'll just take this one. Take the Florina, blue Lance Flyer, so I suppose she technically fits the others that were on the banner. Not very helpful, though. For this weekly revival, let's try for the good girl Selkie. Well, I don't have Keaton, so he's our backup, but I was hoping to try for Selkie. She's still one of my favorites. Would have liked to have a chance at her. And instead we got Disappointment Incarnate, so that's a thing. That's a thing. Oof. For the rerun of Dragon Harvest, we're going to go for the Harmonic here. Wouldn't mind Grima, though, as our backup, so that I could give, like, Dragon's Ire to Garen. That'd be kind of cool. What do you have? Nothing too interesting. And I've already got Zane, who I barely use just because he does need a lot of setup, but he's fun when I remember he exists. But we'll try and get Tiki and Ninian. Just gonna pull the one, even though it's kind of tempting to pull the second blue. We'll just try the one. Try for the top blue and see what we got. Oh, it's not them, but we did get an Anna, which is very nice. I think that's my second one. I've got one that I was saving for Ash. But now I can put Joint Drive Speed on someone and Rally Attack Speed. Who should I put that on? I have no interest in keeping her, by the way, so don't even suggest that. Kind of want to just put that on Byleth so that he can go noom and super speedy fast even more. I don't know if that's necessary, though. He does have Joint Drive Attack already. Should I give him Joint Drive Speed too just because he's Byleth? Maybe. It's worth considering at least, but I'll think about it. What stats? Oh, she has plus speed. That's pretty nice, but I don't like Anna, so that's fine. That can't complain about that, even if it wasn't the target character. Very good fodder. For heroes with Iceberg, we got Gwen, who has some good fodder, and I've seen she's just a solid unit. Then we got Fiora with Pegasus Flight, which still hurts my head and tend to forget that she's got her regular version in the game. And we got Kyria. Gonna go blue, but red wouldn't be a bad backup either. Well, yeah. Between the two, I guess I'd slightly more value green right now. Maybe we could get a Balthus or something. Can't think of anything I need it in colorless at the moment. Instead, we just got a Baruka, so that's just disappointing. That's a shame. That was actually a pretty solid banner. I would have been okay with even Fiora, even if she wasn't a great unit. But no chance at blue at all. For this weekly revival, I'm just missing Innis, but he doesn't interest me very much. I use Alencia more, but I kind of just want blue for Tana. And I've gotten her, well, I was going to say I've gotten her a fair number of times. It'd be kind of funny if I just passively plus 10'd her one day without trying too hard and actively pulling for her, but instead we'll pull this red, get a reposition. Not exciting, but at least something that is useful. We will take it. For this rerun, I'm thinking I should go for Hector, just to have him for another potential duo unit. I did really want La Rochelle for Madness Flask, but we got that in the shop this month, so I don't need that now. And extra copies probably wouldn't help that much. I guess I could try and get Spooky Sensor for Robin. That wouldn't be a bad option either. Dozla, I guess I could also use Pumpkin Box. But I'm leaning towards red, blue, then colorless. Well, just one blue, so take that instead. Yeah, I really did want Madness Flask, but we got it for free, so that was very fortunate. And we got Petra! Oh, that's really cool, actually. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but happy to have her nonetheless. She's a pretty cool character, and she's plus speed, which is, yeah, that's just 3 houses, huh? Oh man, I remember on my first run, I did very minimal recruitment. I only recruited like half the characters, I think, probably less. But I didn't get Petra, and then I was looking at like enemies when it was the war phase, and Petra was just standing there as like this giant, super speedy assassin who wanted everyone dead, and I was like, oh no, I have made a mistake. And so from then on, even if I wasn't going to use her, I was like, gotta recruit Petra just so I don't have to deal with her as an enemy. Aerobatics and ground orders, pretty useful if I want to do some AR shenanigans, but I'll probably just keep her because she is cool. And oh, I forgot she had beast effectiveness. That's even cooler. Pretty nice to have. Not upset about that pull by any means. So now we have Mercy and Annie's Bound Hero Battle, featuring Ingrid. Actually, she actually it really looks more like Bound Hero Battle Ingrid and Annette here. She's taking like front and center here, which is fair because she's the most enticing unit for this banner, I'd say. I already have a copy plus another copy that I'm saving for fodder, but I'd still like to get another. I think she's got the best fodder of the 3, so just gonna go for her. Pull this blue and get a May instead. Blah 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 blah, but not worth spending orbs on when I've already got a copy that I'm still not using. For the rerun of Land's Bounty, I have everyone here except Kagero, but she's also the one that interests me the least. So I think since we did get the combat manual for her, so I have a copy of her weapon to fodder if I want it, I'm leaning towards just skipping on her and trying for one of the others just to get a merge or extra fodder. I'm thinking maybe go for a Mer, just because I do use her sometimes. Although, if I got Kagero, we could both rock that maid outfit together. Yeah, let's go for a Mer, I guess. Speaking of Halloween, my grandmother wanted me to go pick her up a pumpkin, which she still has not used, by the way. I got it for her, and she hasn't even washed it off, let alone actually tried to carve it. But I got that for her. But when she sent me to get it, she specifically asked me to get one that was round without many flaws. And I just felt like she was describing me, but if I were a pumpkin. That wasn't going anywhere. That was just funny to me anyway. Disappointing pull, but that's fine. I guess I wasn't too invested in this one. And we have this month's legendary hero, Faye, which I do not have any interest in. Once again, Corrin has been ignored. Even among side characters, Xander has once again been ignored. So I'm just not very enthusiastic about this overgrown chicken. Although I do like the wings. The wings look cool. I do have a soft spot for angel wings, of course. But we've got... On blue, we have her. And I'd honestly probably just want to fodder her to like Garen or something. Dragon's Ire could be fun. Def Res Menace. Actually, this is another case of there's too much good stuff here. I don't know which stuff I'd want on Garen. He could use all of this, honestly. Then we got Uller with Time Pulse and Life and Death and Deadeye. Okay, but not something I desperately need. And then we've got Niffle, who's funny enough probably the least exciting for fodder here. But I could put attack speed defense on Forest, which would be funny. On red, we have Mirror Bliss, who I'd still like to have just to have, but I don't need her. We got Roy, who's pretty outdated at this point. I never even liked Bonus Doubler to begin with. And then we have Nyx, who has no follow-up at least. Colorless has Milla, who I got, Duma, who I have, and then Alm, again, no follow-up, I guess. Darting Blow 4 is not super exciting. But I think I'm leaning towards green on this one. We got Charlotte, who could give Frenzy to Byleth. We could get Hell for another distant counter fodder, although I haven't used the one extra that I have already. And we could get Triandra, who I also really want. So I'm leaning towards green, then blue, then red, then colorless, I guess. But we're just going to pull one orb here. We got one green. No chance at blue anyway, so not worth stressing over. Let's just try and get... I really want Triandra. She's the one I want the most of the group. I had one, I foddered her, and now I have a Bowie, which is just as exciting as you would imagine. One day, the nightmares will follow me into Fae just like they plague me in real life. And finally, to end the month, we have Weekly Revival 38. And by the way, happy Halloween, since that is the day. I am just in my traditional kitty cat Brandon costume that I wear most years. Costume being used liberally. Maybe I'll even throw up a picture or two, but I did dress up early just for some potential summon luck. Gotta get a nice treat. Between these, Quan and Owain are probably slightly more useful because they have higher scoring skills I could fodder to someone, but kind of leaning towards Lewin just so that I have more options for various things. I was kind of thinking maybe Special Spiral on Klein could be funny. Or Soleil, maybe I could get her. You're on the other banner, get lost. I was thinking maybe Special Spiral on Soleil could be funny, so she could do some kind of like constant Ruptured Heaven or a Ruptured Sky kind of build or something that can't be counterattacked or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out something to do with Soleil, and I can't think of anything. Oh, that Refine is weird. But even though that last summon wasn't super exciting, definitely can't complain. This month has been pretty nice. We got, 3 units? We got the Anna, who's definitely fodder. We got the Petra and the Bridal Catria, who I think I'm going to save the Catria. I was kind of on the fence with her, but I think I'm just going to save her, put her on like AR defense or something. Like her fodder's nice, but I don't really have anyone in mind for it right now, so that's probably what I'll do. But anyway, thank you guys as always so much for joining me on another round of free summons. Best of luck to you guys on your summons, whether they be free or otherwise, whether it be on this or any of the other banners up or upcoming. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon signing out.